Well, good night and welcome to the Land Tamer stream. It's good to have everyone here. It is Wednesday, and we're trying out our new lighting tonight. The new light came in, and I'm noticing that's a little red. It's much better though, man, from what I had before. So, curious about your feedback. I'm not saying I won't continue to wear the bandana. That's kind of become a little bit of a trademark. But I do want to try this lighting out and just see how well it works. I've got it on a lower setting, and it's got a few little bells and whistles to it I got to figure out. But pretty excited about the stream bling. It's something I've been talking about for a long time. Frustration-free lighting. So anyway, I will put a link. I actually need to update. That's right. I need to update my list because most streamers, they'll keep a list of equipment. Hey, we got a new cheer. All right, thank you for that cheer. Appreciate that. Jada PogChamp1. All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, so always appreciate the cheers. But yeah, this is so I need to update the equipment on my about page. Hello there. I like that emote. Very nice emote. Let me send out some good bits to you. There you go. Have those good bits. Use those for a good lab or other learning session you're working on. Appreciate it, Jada. But yeah, so that's what's going on with the Stream Bling update, and it's really cool. There's like, it's basically I've been able to. So now I have 3 lights. I have 2 on each side to light the green screen, and then I have a main light now, ring light. And it's adjustable, and it has a cover I haven't put on yet. It has different shades. Like this one is a white shade that goes with the ring. Then there's another one that's like orange. Don't know what that does, but look forward to checking it out. Yeah, trying to bring better quality here to the stream. Also, a shout out to Dude for Him. Just moving along. It's going to be brief tonight, folks. Again, this is the most boring stretch of the exam journey, and that is the final day, the final weeks leading up to the exam, because I'm basically vlogging and I'm just like pure study. I will probably do some labs next week on my days off. I have 3 days off next week. So I'll probably be doing some labs during that time, and we'll be doing some QoS labs very likely. But Mark Milo says, love the bandanas though, so don't forget to sport them from time to time. Absolutely, man. And that's what my wife just told me. Hey, what about the bandana? But I do want to see what this thing can do, like in terms of just raw sort of lighting. So there might be some weird shades on the screen next few days. I'm going to be experimenting. I don't have a lot of time during the day to play with it. So my playground is the stream itself, and later I can kind of watch the videos. But appreciate that, Mark Milo. Yeah, that's the next emote I do. And in fact, I kind of owe the stream. There's the channel. There's different tiers of emotes, I guess, and are different subscriber tiers. So just in case, I could make like another emote for someone who subscribed to the 2nd level. Don't take the shot. Well, I called you the bandana man. So it fits you. I can barely pull off a hat, in my opinion. That's hilarious, man. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of good response from that, actually. There is some people or who was a Dude for Him, actually, said that his daughter would come in and wonder what color I would be wearing today. I want to get more colors. Now, that's where this light might help, because I actually bought this set on Amazon that has like 20 different colors, but only 3 or 4 of them will work with the old light. With the new light, we might be having all sorts of rainbow colors here of bandanas on the stream. So yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, Dude for Him has 2 days, folks. So send him some good bits. And he's got 2 days until his exam. We were on Twitter today. We've been in communication every day for, I don't know, a couple of months now, probably. And he had a really good question, which I'm going to pose here as well. And I got one. So there were 3 parts of it. I got one of them wrong. but we'll talk about the STP BPDU packet header. Well, yeah, we'll just say header field sizes. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But you know, it's 2 days before. What do you tell somebody right before they're about to take an exam? I mean, what can you tell someone? They're going to be nervous. They're going to be anxious, and there's not really much you can do about it. So what I always try to do is just make sure I get good rest, you know, because, you know, what you study on a single day or, you know, staying up late and cramming the night before, it's not going to work on the CCIE. You know, that's not a solid strategy for the CCIE for sure. And Dude for him's taking the CCIE written, so routing and switching. So we just wish him the best. Try your best. You don't control everything. That's right. I mean, there's definitely many people admit that there is luck involved in this exam. As Mark Milo says, exams can be tricky no matter how good you are. That's true. Absolutely. And like I said, I've known multiple CCIE holders to absolutely fail the written, you know, when they're trying to renew. That happened a lot at the Cisco Live. You know, it looks like that seems to be a pattern. Like a lot of people, you get a free exam with your Cisco Live pass, with the major pass. I forget what it's called, but you get a free exam. So that 450 exam, a lot of people will just take it. And if you're maintaining your CCIE over every 2 years, people will try and go, you know, just take that exam. And I've known people who failed. So yeah, it can happen. But yeah, wish him the best, and I know he's going to do well. And you know, you may just shout out to him in the Discord, wish him, you know, luck and good bits and all that. And we eagerly anticipate on Saturday to hear from him. And like I told him too, this was, I don't know if it was consoling or not, but I just told him, you know, knowing the fail rate, just be prepared. And if you do fail, this is going to be his first time. So he's going to now have that experience under his belt. He's going to know what to expect, and he'll be much better prepared for, you know, another take. And he took all 3 CCNP exams this year, route, switch, and T-shoot, and passed them. I was like, wow. And he's taking the written. So the man is on he's a barn burner. So just wish him the best. But this is unlike the CCNP, and you just have to expect it, that, you know, and not be too discouraged. And if you fail, and he may just pass, you know, he's sharp. So we'll see. Community peers. What brought this up is I did not stream last night because I had a sort of it was kind of hurriedly prepared, a meetup here in Orlando. And it was really cool because I was actually working on an issue related to BGP and Azure, and it was an interesting kind of problem. But isn't it so cool that in our community, in the networking community in general, but even here in Land Tamer's Discord, or, you know, through contacts you've met on the Discord or Twitter, how, you know, if you have an issue like that and you're talking shop anyway, you know, it's cool to bounce something off, to be able to bounce something off of someone who you know is an expert. I have that at my job. We have a smaller network team, and I'm able to do that as well with my employees, or not employees. I don't have any employees. My fellow employees. But it's cool to be able to also know, like, there are certain skill sets out there. Once you're really involved with the community, you get to learn people's skill sets, especially if they're bloggers and what they blog about. And, you know, it's just really cool. We do have a community of peers here to help with peer reviews, for example. And I like how, too, people will just throw something out, no expectation. You know, it doesn't hurt to throw something out there on Twitter or in the Discord or in chat here and just, you know, throw it out there. I mean, you know, worst case scenario, no one really has time to answer, or they don't have an answer, or they can point you in the right direction. But, you know, that's the age we're living in, and it's awesome. Azure network diagram. So typically, I've been working on some diagramming related to Azure objects and Azure networking objects. And I just thought I'd share this with folks. You know, you don't want to try to get too fancy. The main thing about drawings, it's not to hang on the wall, right? It's a communication tool, and I use it. I use drawings oftentimes to sort out things in my mind, you know, and just like you would draw something out by hand, like I was doing last night with you know, doing the peer review. It's like you take a pencil, pen, and you just draw out logically what you're working on. And that's what a drawing really should be for. But it is interesting to see ideas. So I often will Google, do the, you know, image search. I do this all the time, you know, even for just concepts of things. And just, it only takes a few minutes sometimes to go. That's actually a good one. I like that sort of style. I'm going to save it. But I've done this a lot, and it's eye-opening. You're basically getting other ideas, you know, and a lot of these are sometimes, well, a good number of these, for example, today I found were from Microsoft themselves. And Microsoft actually has a really good set of Visio stencils that I like. So this is a good one here. NSG, VPN Gateway, NSG, VNet. Yeah, oh, I actually like this one. I'm going to download this one as well. Anyway, that's just a suggestion I have. If you do drawings, I used to do a lot more drawings than I do now just because I was doing consulting. And half the time it seemed like my, you know, my deliverable was a drawing to the customer. So I had to learn to, you know, get really fast at Visio. And I took a course. Actually, I took a course on CBT Nuggets. So folks, if you have, you know, access to courseware like that through your employer, you may have looked through the catalog and thought, oh, there's not really much here. There's no CCIE courses. There's no CCNP courses. Well, maybe they have a Visio course. And oftentimes they cover like Project and Visio. That's a pretty good one too. I kind of like those symbols. Anyway. Show IP interface brief. Good to see you, my friend. Can you show or link to the new light you got? I might need to do that also. Absolutely, man. Let me do that now. I'm at a restaurant eating dinner, catching the stream. Oh, wow. Well, I am honored, sir, that you have taken a moment to take some of your time here. Yeah, that you know, it's interesting too. I found out I had documented something wrong last night. You know what I was showing you. Actually, the data centers are in different ASs, so that even makes it even more interesting. Some of the options I have, but let me find this link real quick. This will only take a second. And this was I have no audio, just video. Okay. What's for dinner? Yeah, I just had dinner myself. All right, let me look at orders. And this is in Spanish, so that's why it's taking me. Okay, here it is. So this is the item. This might be what language it's going to pop out in. Okay. Yeah, so here's the problem though. Aztec Diodo in Orlando. All right. Yeah, I didn't want to call out who it was I met with, just in case. You never know. But yeah, Show is one person who I was able to meet up with last night and hang out since he's in the area. And man, we had a blast. We talked a lot of shop. So speaking of, I don't know if there's anyone. I need to post this in the Discord, but I think there are enough people. When I first got here, I did a little bit of exploration in terms of sort of trying to start a Cisco user group. And I don't know, it wasn't, I didn't really know anyone here at all, except for some, extended family through upcoming marriage. And I got the table kit, by the way. So, but anyway, yeah, I need to throw it out there. If anyone's in the chat too is in Orlando area or something like that, it seems that we have, there are enough. I've talked to actually several people who have joined the Discord who are on the East Coast of Florida. So they are out near like Melbourne area and on the coast, so Cocoa Beach area. So I have met some people through Discord who are interested in a meetup. So it's sort of in the works. I heard about Sho told me all about his. There was a very successful meetup in his area, and kind of how they did that. And he had some really good ideas, suggestions there too. So about engaging with vendors and giveaways and things like that. I know in Nashville, the organizers there usually had books. Like we would typically meet at and we didn't have a lot of time to talk about this last night's show, but we would typically meet at a like Recruiter. They often sponsored it. So Tech Systems or someone like that would generally sponsor it in their location, and they would buy pizza. But Cisco would typically have giveaways of books, CCNP, CCIE, and all sorts of different books that they would give away once in a while. So yeah, those are good ideas. And so maybe there's something that could be organized in Central Florida, because I know there's people in Tampa and there's people on, the other coast that would like to meet up, and maybe we can make it, a bigger thing. So on this link, folks, and I'm not sure exactly how to do this, but you'll notice, and this is why it was delayed, because you notice for a single link, there are 4 different lights. And that's how I ended up getting, the wrong one was ordered for me. It was a 14-inch basic light, which is much less expensive, but you need a stand, unless you already have a stand. Data looks yummy and spoiled Mexican places all around. Oh, I love Mexican food. Congrats on the upcoming. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the one I purchased show was the 18-inch table kit, which is a little less. That's not why I got it, but let me see if I can get it to load again. I need to put this in here for later reference as well. Light. Yeah, so it comes with, you can use this for apparently, I guess I'm learning about photography is what this falls under. But it has a case, a carry case. It has this diffuser, which I only have partway installed. I need to install this because this light, it's dimmed right now, but it can get very bright. And it comes with these, I don't know what they're called. Filters, color filters. And it has, so this is the table stand. So I have it mounted right back here. And this is a little, you can mount your camera. And you could use it for portraits as well. So apparently it's pretty good for that. Anyway, so Azure Network Diagrams, can't really share that, but that was just as I was thinking about it, something that you can do is do those Google image search, Google image search rescue. And Microsoft does have a really good stencil set. If you ever work with Azure, and they did a good job on their stencil set. Not every company does. Some companies just kind of throw stencil sets out there because they have to for Visio. Microsoft went on. I mean, what are they? The richest company in the world now? I think they surpassed Apple. So at least you could give us that. Thanks for sharing, Taylor. My dinner has arrived. Dining. All right, have a good dinner, show. Good to see you again, my man, and have safe travels back home. I'm going to put it in the chat because he doesn't have auto. audio. So yeah, Boson, I've been grinding on that. I do have to do a little bit of work tonight related to, you know, IRL jobs. So I have progressed here. I want to get to 500 by tomorrow, hopefully. May not happen, but I want to get to 500 so I can do an evaluation, and then I can map out a plan for the last few weeks on which areas I'm really going to hit hard, you know, which topic areas. Yeah, so quiz time. This was a good quiz question, and it has to do with spanning tree protocol BPDUs. And I'm going to ask you a sort of a variation of it. That's good. All right, so so if we're talking about spanning tree BPDU header, in particular, and this was the other thing. Oh, hello, Redfish. My Christmas gift will be not a mic, but a good way to be visible. Good to see you on the stream, my friend. Oh man, that I should wear that on stream, huh? Kangaroo pocket human body 3D. That's hilarious, Redfish. Yeah, you're gonna wear that on any of your consulting. Oh, look at the back. Jeez. Oh, that's just gross. Lol, I sadly noticed the name first, not the design. Oh, that's hilarious. Good to see you, my friend. Don't worry about the Nightbot. Thing with Nightbot is, the thing with Nightbot is that there is, like I have Nightbot turned on to content filter, but it's only going to content filter like extreme verbiage that someone might put in. But you cannot tell Nightbot, look, allow, you know, don't allow this type of verbiage, but allow links. So I'm not sure how to fix that yet. I hear that I think I may leverage as a new feature in Twitch, relatively new, called VIP, and that's what I need to do. I'm gonna put that on my to-do list because certain people I just want to make them VIPs, and then they can post links. So I'm gonna look into that, folks. Don't worry about the Marmila Lol. Sadly, noticed the name first, not the design. All right, so on this spanning tree BPDU, and in particular, we're talking about a TCN BPDU field sizes. All right, I don't think that actually makes a difference, but it might. So protocol version is one field, right? Is that 1 byte or 2 bytes in size? We also have the BPDU Type field, 1 or 2 bytes. Allow regulars to post links and then add your regulars to Nightbot. Allow regulars to post links. How do you add them to Nightbot? That I'm not sure. Protocol identifier is another field of the BPDU, and it is 1 or 2 bytes. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I guessed. And this only came from essentially, and my reasoning behind it, right? And I'll tell you what the answer is. Try to think of it in your head too, see if you get it right. But spanning tree protocol, BPDU, topology change notification, header field sizes, okay? And you never know. I mean, you might see this as a question on the written, or you might see this in a diag section. You might see a Wireshark capture. So this is good information to know, right? This was my thinking. In terms of BPDU types, I know there are not that many. There's TCA, there's TCN, there's type, which there's a regular BPDU, which is a type 0. There's also a BPDU called RLQ, root link query BPDU. That's another. And I believe all of these use this BPDU type field. I knew there weren't that many, so my guess was 1 byte in length. Protocol version. So this is how many. This is spanning tree, right? So how many spanning tree protocol versions can you really have? And as far as I know, there's only, I think there's a field for, 802.1d, and I think that might be a 0. It could be wrong. There is rapid spanning tree. There is multiple spanning tree. I don't know of any other versions. There actually are versions of those, though. Like there is a version 1 and 2, I think, of multiple spanning trees. So either way, though, I don't see that going over 1 byte in size. So my guess on that was 1 byte. Protocol identifier. So this is the case of, this is an Ethernet frame, and how many different Ethernet frame protocols? Well, it's actually going to be a particular type of frame, right? There are different types of Ethernet frames, but within those frame types, there are different protocols, and Ethernet to the receiving host needs to be able to de-encapsulate that frame and determine what protocol is this, right? So there is a protocol identifier for a BPDU. But my guess, I was on the fence about this one, whether it's 1 or 2 bytes. So I responded 1. I wanted to guess and then look it up and see if I was right or wrong. Easiest way to check to see if I'm right. Okay, Jada, let me check this because I am constantly trying to learn more about Twitch and Nightbot. So Nightbot, I can go to, under the Nightbot site, go to spam protection link option, set the exempt level, either subscriber or regular. Right, regular is higher than subscriber. Oh, really? I did not know that. Once that's set up, navigate to regulars, parallel to spam. Okay, let's check it out. Because this has been a long time. A long time sort of issue. Nightbot. It's just the nightbot.tv, right? Okay, it automatically logged me in. Oh, I didn't know about Top Chatter. That's cool. I had no idea. This is Nightbot is in my Discord though. Also. So you're saying go to spam protection. Okay. Right. Okay. Blacklist words and phrases. So that's what I was to excess cat, excess emotes, links. So you're saying link options. Okay, options. Thanks for the help, by the way. I appreciate it. I even whitelisted a few. Yeah, I really appreciate that, Jada. Example, either subscriber or regular. Oh, okay. So I have VIP, which I know a mod, owner, regular. Okay, gotcha. So right now I've got it moderator. And as far as the regular go, is that something that Twitch just determines from? I don't mind if subscribers do it either. I don't know if this is in order of like hierarchy in terms of privileges or not. Owner, mod, VIP, regular, subscriber. Parallel and click add. Okay. Oh, and enter their Twitch handle. Okay. Once that's set up, navigate to regulars. Oh, is regulars a function of? So I know I want to add. It doesn't do a lookup, right? It just, oh. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. It is hierarchical. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind if, and, well, Mark Milo's a mod, I think, right? Oh, he's a sub. It's good there. All right, cool, cool. That is good to know. Thank you very much, Shada. I need to spend, that's part of why I'm doing all this, folks, is not just to, you know, I do want to make contact with people in the community. That's one of the main reasons. Regular's purely Nightbot level. Okay, it is hierarchical. Man, good feedback, Jada. I really appreciate it. And you've got a nice symbol by your name. Oh, because you're contributed bits. I see. Awesome. Thank you very much, my friend. So yeah, on this, let's pull up a packet capture. That's really the best way to copy and paste handle from Twitch is easiest. Gotcha. Good deal. You must be, Jada, are you a streamer as well? You seem to be pretty handy with the, with these things. So I've got plenty of packet captures here in our specimen library. And I think a good one would be, yeah, spanning tree. In fact, I have one for TCNs right here. This is before I was like filtering marked packets. So, oh no, this is good. All right, so let's take a breakdown of this. This is our Ethernet frame. And there's our destination. And I think in here somewhere, yeah, we have our DSAP. This does some of that, right? In terms of the frame itself. Control field and then spanning tree protocol. All right. This is a TCN, as a matter of fact. So here's our protocol identifier, and we can see here that this is 2 bytes, isn't it? Even G, yes, you are right. The protocol identifier is 2. You are correct, sir. So this is the one I got wrong. And I should have known, because when you think about it, like, I don't know what all the options are for this, but there has to be a lot, I would think. I'd have to read the RFC probably to see for sure. But then we have the protocol version identifier, and this is 0. And as we can see here, it is a single byte. And then the topology change notification, which is BPDU Type 80. Well, 80 in hex, right? I'm not sure in binary that would be what. Yeah, 128. So yeah, that is the correct answer. That's another reason it's good to have your, packet capture library sitting around, right? You don't even have to Google it. You just go to your folder, pull it up, and you're good to go. So that's our quiz, folks. This is the correct answer. I was off on the protocol identifier. Meat Chunks, if you have not yet voted, folks, this is the vote for IT Blog of the Year. And this humble little channel here was included in the podcast, best podcast, or video series of the year, the finalists. So 2 bytes. Yes, sir. So yeah, here's another link I saw today. Now this is interesting, folks. This channel, just not a streamer, Jada, just a tech guy, just help friends with their Nightbot setup. I know, man. I wish there's so many. I have a list of like things that I want to do to enhance the stream, and I'm studying for the CCI written. I try to do a few here and there as I go, and I rely on very gracious folks in the chat to help me out. So thank you very much. This channel, folks, that I posted here, I'm gonna watch it with interest. Any YouTube channel about networking, this looks like a new channel. And granted, these there's looks like two guys are just getting started. So, give them a break. It obviously takes time to develop your stream, your channel, but this is an introduction, and they're basically saying via Network Freestyle. I think they're both. I didn't watch all. I watched a good bit of it, but I think they're both CCIEs, maybe even dual CCIEs and CCDEs. But this channel is going to be about design. So they're wanting to do, which is cool. I have not seen really a lot of video content related to design, except for the Zigbits channel. I think that's what it's called. Zigbits does regular videos on CCDE related. But that's what they're going to do. And they're actually coming from the field. And they're going to be doing some whiteboarding is kind of the concept behind the channel. So it looks interesting. It's the link up above. It's called Network Freestyle, Mark Milo. Hard to find good design channels. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. This is a good area to get into. Jada, I'm happy to help you during my free time if you have stuff. Just throw it at me. Okay, yeah, I'll do that, Jada. Appreciate it very much. By the way, Jada, if you're not in our Discord, I will have to check that channel out. Yeah, check it out. Just as I said, it's rough right now. Like the quality is not the best, but and like just one of the folks is on video and stuff like that. But bear with him, and I would sub because the intent anyway. If they run with it, and if they do stick with it, it looks like they may have some good content. They definitely have the credentials to provide some good CCDE content. What is the channel? Second person, not the newcomers on YouTube, or they're the same, Mark Milo. So it's two people. It's sort of like a video podcast or vodcast, really, because it's just two CCDs sort of talking. Yeah. Oh, the other one, it might be Zigbits. Are you familiar with him? His site is zigbits.tech. And I follow him on Twitter, and once in a while he posts. He has his data center. I think. I forget what he has, but Nick Russo was interviewed by him a little while back, as well as who else did he have on his show? It's not like every week or anything, but the shows that he comes out with are really good. We should do a Zigbits is the name of the show. Yeah. He did one with Tim McConaughey recently on a really cool design. A data center interconnect use case. Yeah. He had Tim McConaughey, and it's a podcast, basically. So yeah, definitely check it out. But I have not watched a lot of it just because it is really design heavy. And, it would be good for me after I pass CCI as well. Now, this was posted earlier today by Banner MOTD. A lot of good links today. And this is put out by someone who, let me just open it. I posted in Discord, or no, Banner MOTD posted it in Discord. And it is Net Virtual Practice Labs. I don't know anything about the site. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. This could be like a, I don't know what this site about. I should probably look before I post a link about it. Yeah, what is this site about? Yeah, I don't know. Like this, I'm always wary if these are legit sites or not. Like, if this looks high quality stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't want to share some dumping site. You know what I mean? Blog archive. So this is a blog. If anyone knows anything about the site, let me know. But I mean, the blog posts look legit. This looks like, but there's no by GMAC. And it's a shame it's like that these days. Like, I would never want to question someone putting out good content. This could be a perfectly legitimate GNS3.net. Yeah, I just don't want to share. Like, usually they have an about page saying who they are. And when they don't have that, I'm a little hesitant. Yeah, I don't know, folks. I'm starting to wonder about this site now. Like, this content looks legitimate, but, you know, it could be copied from someone else's blog. See how the text is a little, I don't know, it just, You know, when you get that feeling in your gut, like this might be a little too good to be true, and there's no about page, so it is on Blogspot too. By the way, this is not secure either. I don't know, folks. I may just this says Unet Labs. Oh yeah. No, this is so this is probably a dump site. Yeah, this is a dump site. Sorry. Let me take that. I'm violating my own rules here for channel, just not realizing. It appears to be anyway. It appears that, you know, appears to be that way. Anyway, folks, so this is the light kit. If anybody's interested in checking that out. Thanks so much for stopping by, folks. That's all I got tonight. Appreciate all the feedback in chat. And thanks so much, everyone. And we shall see you back here. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. So all goes well. We'll be back here tomorrow night, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. And we will, you know, we got to stay on our journey. We'll encourage each other to keep on going, keep heading towards the goal, and sending everybody good bits. Y'all have a great night. Thanks again.